Young Doc's in the courthouse. I hope I'll be able to recognize him. Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors. Hello?
No solicitors! You gonna buy anything?
No.
Then get out, Bob.
Hey, can I get some moose?
What does this look like, a hunting lodge?
Young Doc's in the courthouse. I'm not so sure I want to stay in a place that welcomes transients. Majestic Arms. Transients welcome.
So, irgendwo soll hier der komische Wagen sein, der DeLorean sein. Was ist der schon? Meins ist im Schlafzimmer immer. Immer im Schlafzimmer.
Don't touch those! These are very sensitive legal documents. Nobody is supposed to handle them but sworn officers of the court. Judge Brown says so.
Judge Brown? Doc. Nice to meet you. I'm Michael, Corleone.
Emmett Brown. But I am a law clerk, not a doctor. Now please get out of my way. I have important business to transact. Naturally, H2A multiplied by the inversion of age has to come out less than expectation value.
I don't need to go in there anymore.
Hallo, willkommen.
Man, young Doc mumbles even more than old Doc.
Now, if H stands for the one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then naturally H2A multiplied by the inversion of H has to come out less than expectation value of A, right? Come on.
Listen, Emmett, you don't know me, but I'm your friend.
I'm not big on friends. They get in the way of work.
Listen, I understand you're working on a new invention in your lab.
Invention? You must have me mixed up with somebody else. I'm in law. I have absolutely no interest in science.
I don't need to go in there anymore. I don't need to go in there anymore.
Now, if H stands for one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then
Hallo, willkommen zu Back to the Future. Das Spiel. Ein Abenteuer-Rollenspiel ist, Abenteuerspiel ist, oder was eine Art Klicken, sonst was. Spiel. So, wollen wir noch mal zum Dock gehen, weil wir eben gerade bei Dock waren. Gehen wir zum anderen Dock. Da ist er schon wieder.
Come on, wait up a minute.
You again? Can't you see I'm busy?
Okay, so you don't want your old man to know. That's fine. Listen, we all keep secrets. But I'm telling you, you can level with me about this science project of yours.
I am not a scientist. Go ahead, ask me what E equals.
What does E equal?
I have absolutely no idea. See? I don't know where you got your information from about me, mister, but you're wrong, wrong, wrong.
Gale, Zemeckis, and Fine. Attorneys at law. No solicitors. Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, you could trust me, Doc. Emmett, it's your future I'm looking out for. In more ways than one.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about you and science.
Oh, that word again! If you insinuate I'm a scientist once more, I'll sue you for defamation of
Auf Nerv
character.
geht, bis er wäre auf mich antwortet, ey. Mal gucken.
Or do we take H? Now, if H stands for one-dimensional harmonic oscillator, then...
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
See, I'm sort of in the science business myself. That's why I sought you out.
Not that I care in the least, because science is the furthest thing from my own area of interest, which is law, but I don't believe you.
It's true. I'm a scientist.
So tell me something, Mr. Scientist, from your vast storehouse of scientific knowledge.
The leg bone's connected to the thigh bone?
Amazing.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
So, Emmett, what time are you through with work?
Depends. On weeknights, Pop sometimes keeps me in the office till 9.
9 at night? But today's Saturday.
Right. So I probably won't get off before 10.
What's this important business you're up to?
It's a legal matter, very complicated, very abstruse. I need to obtain 5 sets of initials on every copy of this writ of indemnification before before Judge Brown can even think of granting a waiver to the party of the first part.
You have no idea what it's about, do you?
That's how important it is.
How about you knock off work early and I'll buy you a beer, or soda. What do you say?
Don't try to tempt me from my duty with sugary
Ah,
beverages.
yeah.
Keeping the wheels of justice turning, that's my one passion in life. Besides, if I left before 8, my pop would kill me.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Pop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it.
Hat irgendwas nutzen dann, dass ich was für irgendwas kläre.
No, 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 no. It's not possible. No.
So, machen wir mal. Wer wieder rauskommt, kommt er gleich wieder raus.
Now, if H stands for
Will you just give me a chance?
harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Come on, Doc. Emmett, drop the Legal Eagle Act. I got something more important for you to do.
Mr. Corleone, I'll have you know that the law is the very mortar that holds society together, and we in the legal profession are like brick masons building the edifice of the future.
Your dad tell you that?
Every morning.
Sounds like you're a little scared of your father.
Scared of my father? Hop is the most learned, just, incorruptible judge that Hill Valley has ever seen. The only people scared of Judge Brown are people with a dark secret to hide. And I don't have a dark secret to hide.
Emmett, about
Don't
your...
say it. Or do we take H's?
Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually, it does belong to him, but not yet. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea to give him a book full of all the things he hasn't invented yet. Hey, honey, come here for a sec, boy. Doc's notebook doesn't belong to him. Okay, actually, it does belong to him, but not yet. In any event, it's probably a really bad idea to give him a book full of all the things he hasn't invented yet.
Expectation value. Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh. Don't think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. Oh.
Das hilft also auch nicht, so Mist.
Brown Estate, Klondike 51038.
Aber die Schale hast du nicht ausgespielt, ne? Die Schale
I don't think that picture's gonna do anything but confuse people.
Wie mache ich das denn jetzt? Mist. Ich habe einiges versucht jetzt. Trotzdem klappt es nicht. Wer konnte Emmett Brown? Stimmt schon. Dann schauen wir einfach mal nach Emmett Brown, ne? Ja. Eben. Heute werden ja angekocht, warum gibt es zu essen? Ja, was nicht, aber wir durchziehen. Richtig. Wie ich schon mal sagte. Richtig, hast gut Ohren. Ach so. Das wäre mal neu.
Doc will flip when he hears his own voice.
Ne? So.
I don't want to mess up my picture of Dad like that. want to mess up my picture of Dad like that. Psst, Doc.
Marty, have you given yourself yet?
So, Doc, does this ring a bell?
Oh, think, Emmett, think. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A. H to the A multiplied by the inverse of A.
Good grief! Is that me? I sound so...
Young?
I was gonna say intense. I forgot how wound up I used to get.
Yeah, but what are you muttering about?
Oh, that's easy. It's Ivanov's conundrum. Just tell my younger self that H equals a Hamiltonian operator.
Won't giving him the answer mess
Okay,
up the
so,
time
let's-
stream?
Only if it turns out that reality is actually nothing more than a holographic illusion created by the interplay of subatomic particles on a vast two-dimensional membrane.
So,
It'll be fine.
what do you know about Edna Strickland?
Edna, we never really socialized when I was younger. She was a few years older than me, and we traveled in different socioeconomic circles. Why do you ask?
She thinks you're a hero for burning down that speakeasy. She's doing a story on you.
A story? Oh, yes, now I remember. Ask Edna, the etiquette column that doubled as a pro-temperance soapbox. She believed that the consumption of alcohol would inevitably lead to a complete societal breakdown.
Sounds like a fun gal.
You should have seen her when the hippies started showing up in the 60s. She just about lost her mind.
That would explain a lot. What was H again?
The Hamiltonian operator.
Got it.
Ja.
Hang in there, Doc.
Not the best choice of words, Marty.
So, dann gehen wir nochmal zu einer Emmett Brown, zu den Emmett Brown. Der ist doch schon da.
Will you just give me a chance?
Harassment's a federal crime, Mr. Corleone.
Maybe H equals the Hamiltonian operator.
What did you just say?
I said maybe H equals the...
Hamiltonian operator.
Yeah.
Great Scott! If H is the Hamiltonian, then H to the A multiplied by the inverse of H can only be the same as the expectation value for A. That's it! That's the solution to Ivanov's conundrum, the problem I've been wrestling with in my head all week!
I'm sure you would have figured it out by yourself in a day or two. The way you figured out how to build that rocket-powered drill.
Where did you learn so much about science?
Well, it's like this.
You know about my rocket power drill? Then there can only be one explanation.
What?
You're from the patent office. I confess I didn't quite know what to expect when I sent the paperwork, but I never expected this. Welcome! I'm at your service. What can I do for you?
Ja.
Can I see your rocket-powered drill?
Of course, of course. Naturally, it's just a scale model, but it's nearly operational. I can show it to you, say, first thing in the morning.
Ja, klar, wenn die Gebäude kommen, sind ein bisschen.
Nah, that's no good. I need to see a full-size model. That's fully operational. Tonight. Otherwise, we'll have to award the patent to a competing inventor, Dr. McCoy.
It can't be done. I mean, it might be possible to construct a full-size working model in that time frame, but I haven't got the main ingredient for the fuel.
I'll get it for you. What is it?
190 proof grain alcohol. And you know how difficult it is to get a hold of alcohol these days.
Especially now that someone's blown up the speakeasy.
And besides, there's no way I can get off work until I've delivered the subpoena. It's part of the investigation into the business affairs of Kid Tannen. Is it vitally important you see that rocket-powered drill today?
Yes. Is it vitally important you deliver that subpoena today?
Yes!
Listen, I'll help you deliver it, and I'll see to it you get the alcohol you need. It'll help you get that drill finished by tonight. Deal?
Ja.
Deal. Here's the subpoena.
Arthur McFly? I've got to subpoena my grandpa?
Shh! It's Kid Tannen.
Hey, I just saw him at the soup kitchen, yelling at Arthur McFly.
I'm not surprised. Arthur does the books for his business.
What kind of business?
That's what the DA is trying to find out.
Let's go talk to him.
So, kommen wir langsam was zum Ende, ne?
Tannen can tell
Und
us
fangen
where
gleich mal
Arthur's
auf zu
hiding.
spielen. Ich hoffe, euch hat es
Yeah, well,
gefallen.
we can also have us fitted for
Mir
a
hat Spaß
Chicago
gemacht,
overcoat.
das nochmal zu spielen, das Ganze. Und ich hoffe, euch gefällt's. Wir gucken noch bis zum Schluss jetzt noch. Augenblick bitte. Gleich fertig geschafft, glaube ich.
Hey, Miss Strickland.
Oh, hello, Mr. Corleone. Try not to draw any undue attention my way. I'm on the trail of a hot new scoop, as we in the newspaper business say.
What's the scoop?
I've heard rumors that something shady is going on at the Sisters of Mercy soup kitchen. It's under new management, you know. And oh, we mustn't jump to any conclusions. Not till the facts are in. I hope to heaven it is just a rumor. Soup kitchen is the front line in the good fight. If it goes bad, what will happen to the Stay Sober Society? Not to mention all the charitable institutions that depend on me for soup deliveries.
So gut.
Did you finish the story you interviewed me for? About Carl Sagan?
Yes, but those pig-headed editors at the paper
Yeah.
rejected it. They said my story was slanted, and that I was glorifying a suspected arsonist. As if their stories aren't always glorifying the criminal vermin that run this town. This whole thing makes me so mad I could spit. But of course,
Ach, da was er noch.
would.
Jetzt aufpassen.
There's an ordinance against it, and
Okay.
it's so untidy.
You make hot soup
Nee,
deliveries?
aber der ist aber
It's one of
noch
my
ein
many
Kauen.
small contributions to the good cause. Healthy bodies, healthy souls.
Mal
Or so it
gucken,
hopes.
was los
I pick
ist,
up barrels
was
of hot
gleich
soup
kommt.
at the kitchen, and I deliver them hither and thither. Hill Valley Orphanage, the St. Francis
Nö,
Xavier
natürlich
Ranch
nicht.
for Unwanted Children, Foggy Mountain Home for the Incurably Insane, Shady Acres Rest Home. Oh, I can barely keep track of them all. It's a very big job.
Hey, I can help you deliver soup. I donate a lot of time to charities.
Oh, which ones?
The, Mario Brothers.
Ah, yes. The Italians do so
Oh.
many good works.
If you'll just fix it so I can pick up the barrels of soup.
Now hold your horses, let's not get over eager. I drive the soup cycle in this town, and I'm not about to turn it over to an upstart. But if you're well connected with the local charitable institutions,
Yeah?
you can let me know when they're running low on soup.
Und noch Mäusling auf dem Boden. Viel zu voll gemacht wahrscheinlich, deswegen.
There.
Was denn? Okay, hier erstmal einen Cut. Wir machen nach später mal weiter. Bis später dann. Ciao, ciao erstmal. Bis dann. Tschüss. Wenn es euch mal gefallen hat, macht ein Follow oder schreibt mir eine Nachricht. Würde mich freuen.
How can I help you, sir?
Honey,
Soweit so gut. Das war es erstmal dafür.